When we think of the Great Plains, we often imagine nomadic warriors on horseback chasing buffalo. But in 1491, the horse hadn't arrived yet, and the Wild West was actually a land of farmers. Along the river valleys of the Missouri, the Platte, and the Arkansas, civilizations like the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Pawnee built permanent, fortified cities. They weren't chasing the bison, they were waiting for the bison to come to them. The centerpiece of Plains life was the earth lodge. These weren't tents, they were massive, semi-subterranean structures built with heavy timber frames and covered in layers of willow, grass, and thick sod. An earth lodge was a masterpiece of insulation, staying cool in the scorching prairie summers and trapping heat during the brutal winters. A single village could house thousands of people in these permanent green homes, surrounded by defensive palisades of sharpened logs. While they did hunt, these societies were primarily agricultural. They cultivated the Three Sisters, corn, beans, and squash, and developed specialized varieties of maize that could thrive in the shorter growing seasons of the north. They produced such a massive surplus of food that their villages became the Wall Street of the West. Nomadic groups from the mountains and the desert traveled hundreds of miles to these river cities to trade dried meat and hides for the precious corn and tobacco of the villagers. The Plains villagers, particularly the Pawnee, were also advanced astronomers. They organized their villages and even their lodges to mirror the constellations. Their religious life was tied to the movements of the morning star and the evening star. They viewed the vast, open sky of the plains as a sacred map, and their earthly architecture was designed to be in constant conversation with the celestial world. In 1491, the Great Plains were a land of stable, prosperous, and deeply spiritual communities. The horse would eventually change their world, but before the first hoofbeat was ever heard, the people of the earth had already built a civilization that turned the vast grasslands into a bountiful home.